Wayfinders is a brand new free-to-play MMO like action RPG game which is going to be coming out in 2023. Now, I wanted to cover this game because I first laid eyes on this game when they dropped a teaser trailer, which you're obviously watching in the background here, at this year's Game Awards. Now, this game looks very interesting. I like the art style. I like the fact that you've got these characters that are called Wayfinders, and basically what you're trying to do is you're obviously going through dungeons, you're going through instances, also open world, and you're fighting bosses and you're getting tons of loot. You know, it's looking really interesting. There has actually been a closed playtest. I tried to get into the first one. Unfortunately, I was too late, or I just wasn't picked. Probably because there was a lot of interest due to it obviously being on the Game Awards, so it had a lot of eyes shining on it. But they are going to be doing multiple playtests in January and beyond, and then they're going to be looking to go to early access during 2023, and then towards the end of the year they're going to be coming out, you know, with the full game, full release, which will be free to play. Now, early access will be, you know, there'll be some sort of founders pack to buy, which, you know, I'm sure the price will be okay, it'll be fine, but there isn't too much information on this game as of yet. Now, obviously, there's a lot of the game is under NDA, so there's no way, even if I have played it or did play it, I wouldn't be able to go into any details other than what you can find around the internet. So I did some digging, and I've actually got some information, some answers from the developers of the game. So characters will be obtainable via crafting as well as an outright purchase. So of course it's going to be free to play, as I said, so they're going to need to, you know, make some money from somewhere. So you're going to be able to direct buy characters or just craft them. There's going to be no loot boxes or gachas to get characters. They're basically fully embracing Warframe's free and fair policy. They'll also be introducing a system by which Wayfinders can unlock additional power through something that's going to be called Awakening. This increases their max level, it increases their overall power, the echo capacity, echo slots, and item level. This can only be done via crafting additional characters, and you cannot buy this, so it cannot be bought. So you're not buying, it's not pay to win. You can't just buy power, basically. So that's good. Really glad to hear that. Now, as I said, there is a lot of instant-based content that's going to be in this game, similar to Warframe, but they have actually confirmed there is going to be open world. So this is what they had to say. It's hard to estimate, but both are very important to Wayfinders. The open world areas have a lot of group activities like events and world bosses, so I'm so excited to hear about that. Players can spend a lot of time there exploring, looking for secrets, or seeing what new things have cropped up each day or week. The dungeons aren't as big, but they're very replayable, especially with mutators. So there's going to be mutated dungeons. That's another good thing. In many ways, it'll be up to each player's preference, and over time, we will look to see where players spend most of their time, and then they'll try to add more of that. So if the player base is playing a lot more of the open world, they'll add more open world stuff to do. If players are obviously doing tons more of the instant-based content, they will obviously add more instant-based content. So that's good to find out. Now, I did touch upon this already, the early access founders packs, but it says that we do plan to have founders packs available closer to early access. Right now, we're just focused on testing to make it the best experience it can be. We are really using these tests to craft the game and the experience, and we didn't want to take away from that by collecting money too early. So there's no, you either get into the playtests or you don't. You can't pay your way in. They will create these founders packs later on in the new year. Now, servers. This is interesting to me. There is no servers selection. There's basically, you just log in, you can play on your own or with your friends. There's no need to worry about, you know, trying to link up with each other, saying we're going to go to this server, make sure we all try and get in, which has the best name, etc. Once you're in the game, you can send friend invites, you can party up, and yes, they wanted to emphasize you will see other people in the social spaces, and in the open areas of the game. So this is where the MMO aspect comes in. When you're in the town and stuff and roaming, you'll actually be able to see, you know, other people. So it's not just going to be NPCs. Now, raids. There will definitely be raids with larger group sizes, but this is something we are waiting to basically, they don't want to go into depth yet. They just say keep your eyes out, but they're definitely going to be making raids, so that's really exciting to hear. Mounts are also something we're really excited about, and we are already building the content for mounts. We are still figuring out some technical details about shared spaces and world size, but they are not far off and they're looking awesome. Stay tuned. Now, I love mounts. I love collecting mounts. I love farming for mounts. So this is really good news for me and a lot of other players, I assume. It's just going to be interesting to see, how do we get mounts? Do we farm them? Do we, is it open world based? Is it dungeon based? Is it crafting? Is it through achievements? So stay tuned for when more information drops. I'll definitely be covering that. Now, one other thing I wanted to touch upon that they said, player trading. There is currently no player trading. You will, however, be able to offer up imbuements and such to launch expeditions for your group, or use imbuements to augment events for the benefit of friends. When neighborhoods come online, it is also planned that you will have a slot dedicated specifically to friends placing artifacts, shared benefits from neighborhoods, and guild housing. So there's going to be guilds, guild housing, there's going to be this neighborhood sort of aspect that they're wanting to do. So this sounds really, really interesting. They didn't go into, much more detail other than that, but so there's a lot that this game's going to have, and looking to have. So it's going to be open world, instant based content. We're going to have just one mega server by the sounds of it. There's going to be raids, there's mounts, there is guilds, guild housing, neighborhoods. So yeah, and of course tons and tons of loot. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, the art style, the gameplay looks really, really good. I just want to get my hands on the game. I want to test it, and then of course, whenever there's other more information that drops, or if I do get into the playtest, whenever the NDA is lifted, then of course I will cover it here on the channel. So yeah. Anyway, guys, what do you think about this game so far? Leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.